Hey, honey roses. Hi. Hey. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I am Mystic Alchemy. For those who do not know me, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I want to tell you guys about what I saw. I had just finished meditating actually, but I was just still thinking about what Spirit had showed me. And then all of a sudden this sneaky little creature creeped into my vision, but it was my mind's eye vision, right? And it was ugly. I'm gonna tell y'all about it in 1 second. Ew. But if you would like to purchase a reading or a coaching call or any of my books you would like to purchase, you can. Just go to www.MNHONEYROSE.org. My books will also be attached to this video down below, okay? The newest book is actually not in the .org website. The newest one, which is 5 Ideas to Prevent Overthinking. That one, I didn't put that in the www.MNHONEYROSE.org website yet. However, it is in my Fourth Wall website. So look for it down below, okay? You'll see it attached to this video. Now, to get to my meditation, well, I had just finished meditating, like I said, but then an image flashed in my mind, and it was like a creature, and his skin was that weird bluish gray, and it was bald, okay? Had a long chin bone, right? And the tongue was long, thick at the top, skinny at the bottom. And it was like, the color of the tongue was kind of like a giraffe. Like purple, deep purple. And the skin looked clammy and sweaty. And the eyes were sewn together with X's. And it was a very quick flash. It was a creature. Okay? That was a creature. It looked like a daemon. Okay? A daemon. That's what it looked like. And it was licking. It was like, and the first thing I thought was an incubus and a succubus. I can't tell if it was male or female. Hey, maybe it was both. I don't know. But the thing was, it was not cute. And I don't know why it was so, like, it looked like it was sweating and it looked clammy. And it was a quick flash, but I saw it in the licking action, like, it was just ill. It just looked like ill, okay? So, I was just thinking about it. Because, you know, when I get those little psychic visions, they're flashes. And so I was just thinking about it, just came to mind. And I said, let me do a reading on that to see, like, what that was. And immediately, when I just thought that, I was thinking, you know, some of you may be dealing with someone who has an incubus attached to them or a succubus. So they be they in that phase of getting around, and you might be falling for them. You might be falling for them, and Spirit is saying be careful. Spirit is saying be careful of this person off the strength of they have trouble controlling themselves in that department. And it's like a safety measure, as well as not just safety for your body and your health when it comes to I thought the video was not rolling for a second. I was about to be disappointed. It's not just for your safety, like health wise, like with your body, but it's also safety for your heart. It's also safety for your heart and your mind, your mental stability. Because some of you are going to fall for this person because it's something about them. They just know what to do in the bedroom. So that might, you might get a little matized. Okay? So, hold on a second now. All right? Be careful now. Let me see. Spirit, what do you want to tell them about this creature with the long purple tongue and a bald ass head? Looking clammy. The skin color was that ugly, like nasty, like bluish gray. It was not cute, y'all. I'm telling you. I could draw it, but I don't know if I want that in my book. Spirit be showing me some strange stuff sometimes. Listen, I can't control that. However, I feel like there's a message attached to it. Death is the first card that came out. Come on now. Death is the first card that came out. Death is not always bad. It could be, you know, the rebirth. Phoenix energy, Phoenix rising. You shedding old skin, walking into the new. It could be challenging at first, but then you get to do what it do. Heartbreak. Be careful because this person breaks hearts. They break hearts, and I heard sometimes they have an STD, sometimes they don't. Yo, that's wild. That just means that whatever they have is not, whatever they've had is not something that is permanent. However, this person does often have STDs because they don't really give a damn about that. They don't care. You could tell them that you have something and they still gonna do it, is what I'm getting. Okay? They still gonna do it. If somebody tells them, not you per se, but if someone tells them, oh, I have something, they're gonna be like, oh, word? You still look good though. Let me see, turn around. I don't care. This is this energy. They don't be caring. They don't care. They loose and goosing it. They loose goosing. They don't give it in. Okay, they don't care. They also don't care about breaking hearts because they don't plan on sticking around for some time. They'll say everything. I almost said anything and everything. They'll say any and everything to get you in their grasp, in their grip. Then once they got you, they'll have their way with you and throw them to the trash. Okay? They'll throw you to the trash. So be mindful. If you know you ain't feeling quite right, or if you know something just feels off, like, pay attention to these feelings. Don't disregard yourself like that, because that's when you get yourself in trouble, darling. That's when you get yourself in trouble, doll. Don't get yourself in trouble, doll. Okay? The discernment that you have within you and your intuitive abilities are your safe haven. Okay? So don't disregard your safe haven. That keeps your body safe, your mind safe, your psyche intact. When you allow these infiltrators, they are imposters. They're infiltrators. They infiltrate your system and they start altering you. Okay? And they make you glitch, and not for good reasons. They make you glitch out. I heard, and it's just for the clout. Their secret is out. I heard smooth criminal. That was weird. After I said that, I just heard Michael Jackson. Smooth criminal. Dun, 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 but it was slower. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. That just took me for a second. Okay. My mind thinks in music. Yes, it does. They're saying, hold out for the one that you love. Hold out for the one that you love and that loves you back. Okay. Stop being so quick to give yourself away to these crooked ass people. Stop doing that. Please, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Damn it, Becky. Damn it, Becky, stop. Okay? Because it makes the angel cry. You get overwhelmed and you have so much to worry about when you really have nothing to worry about at all. Isn't that something? People will come into your life and make you worry about them off the strength of their bad intentions. They had ill intentions from the beginning. However, because you want love, sometimes you cling on to these low frequency energies just to not be alone, you know? And then you become so overburdened with emotions that are actually not your own. That person actually passed on their horrible energy to you when you lay down with them. That's why you have to, that's another reason why it's good to be careful of how many people don't think about this part, because it's spiritual. And people don't think about this part. When you lay down and you start swapping juices and all that, okay? Let's be real about this. That is life. Just like blood is considered life. Bodily fluids is life. That's why the swapping of bodily fluids, you share the disease. If it's like a disease going on with one of them or both of them, I don't know. The two of them, the whole of them, I don't know. Okay. However, just think about that. When you share bodies, you sharing souls, you sharing energy. So if you lay down with the wrong person that really be tweaking, but you ain't see it yet, it's going to make you tweaking, and you're going to be wondering, why do I feel like this? I feel so off. I feel so wrong. You know, you get into that mode where you're very aroused and you just want to pounce on something. And then you do it. And then after you're like, ooh, I don't feel right. Ooh. I don't know. What did happen to me? I didn't feel like this before. And that's because you are taking on this other person's energy. You take on their energy. Many times people that are outside like that, they have, not all people, because some people just want to be outside because that's what they choose. But sometimes, many times, people that are in that frequency, they don't take care of themselves spiritually. So they open to all types of demons. All types of demons. I want to say demons today, because I don't want to call none in so they come talk to me right now. I don't feel like talking to them. They already be just showing up when I be going to them. I don't even know. But they need to stay where they at, because I'm trying to be busy today. If they want to talk later and tell me something so I can tell y'all, then I will. Just like I'm telling you right now, because that bald-headed, clammy demon came over here because I guess this is the message. It feels like a warning. This is how I'm taking it. I'm taking this as a warning. I heard it feel good, but it ain't good. It feels good, but it ain't good. Snake bite you. Okay? So be mindful. I feel like this is just a message right now. And the person gonna look fine to you. Oof, that's scary. That's the worst. When somebody oof. You just look at it like, oof. You just feel like that. And then you find out that they don't even have their soul is not activated. That's so sad to see a beautiful person physically and then their insides are bad. Oh man, that's so sad. Don't you want it all to match? It don't be matching. Like sometimes how they say the ass don't match the thighs. You know how they be saying that. It don't be matching sometimes. And you don't know until you know. And then you like, oh no, I gotta go. But sometimes it be too late. Because maybe y'all broke it down a little bit too sensual, too intrusive. I heard intrusive. And then somebody get pregnant and you stuck with this person or not. You stuck with this person or not. Okay, I'm taking that as someone getting pregnant and having to deal with a horrible energy for the rest of your life. That's why all of you, if you don't have kids, be careful who you lay down with. Don't just lay down with them just because they look good and not know anything about what they believe about life, like what is important to them, what is their moral and ethic code that they live by. If you don't know all of that, don't be so quick to be laying down with people and then having babies. And then you can end up by yourself. You know how many women ended up by themselves with a baby? Even some men, because they end up. I just heard. I don't know whose song is that. I want to say Kurt Cobain, but I'm not really sure. Am I saying his name right? He said, I think I fell in love with a thought. A lot of y'all did that. I just heard it. I think I fell in love with a thought. You see, this is funny. This reading is funny. What? I just heard it as I'm saying that. It has happened. Yeah, I've seen it myself. it's not just single moms. There's single fathers too. And then the one they fell in love. You see what it is. I'm catching something. Damn, that's crazy. I'm just thinking. Hold on, I'm trying to catch it. Men like good girls, right? To a certain extent, because they like the freak too. Okay, let's not get that confused. Okay, they like the freak too. So it's preferable if they could get a 2-in-1, a 2-in-1 special. But that's not easy to come by. It's either, most of the time, it's either one or the other. You either gonna just get a good girl, or you gonna get a super freak. Okay, it's the one or the other. So the one who gets, the one that has the multiple perspectives and they understand themselves, that's the one that's lucky. Because the one that's a super freak, the one that's a super freak, she always want to be outside because she looking for another to ride. Okay, let's talk about that. So she's not going with no damn baby. Baby where? Y'all pop it out, you take it, I'll go. You know? So that's how it is a lot of the times. It's not just women who are single parents, it's men as well. So let's not be going thinking like that, because that's not all the way true. I think I fell in love with a thought. That's in my head. But be careful who you lay down with, because their energy, it stays with you. It doesn't necessarily leave. I think y'all just think I could just and go. You can't just be in and going like that. You know? Because, I mean, not unless you're willing to deal with all the other stuff that happens to you. Because you sharing demons. Because if you got some that you ain't worked through, and then they got some, then you're going to have a whole party of creatures just rolling with you, stuck on your spine and your mind, stuck on your heart. Then your heart don't be right. You can't get your heart right because you playing tug of war spiritually with yourself. Oh my. Just try your best to think about these things. It's hot outside, y'all. Summertime. What they say, sun's out, buns out. Beware of the buns. Okay, beware. Some of them will burn you. Okay, some of them will burn you. Be mindful. It look good, but it ain't good. Okay, be careful now. Be careful. You're gonna have to use a lot of willpower though, because it's hard. Because you know, I heard the buns be out for a reason. Because it's the season. So you gotta beware. Beware of the buns. Okay, y'all? Listen, I'm your sister. I'm just trying to tell you, don't take it personal. Beware of the buns. Beware of the wand. Because sometimes you might see that too. You might see it because it might be bigger than you. And then you're gonna be like, oh, I see something. Oh, I see something. Is that real? You know, you have moments. So you have to speak over your own life. I'm playing, but this is serious business. Speak over your own life, because you don't want to take on other people's sadness off the strength of a little while. You know, be careful with yourself. Love yourself. And connect, you know, because it's either one way or the other. It's either... Some people are lovers and some people are fighters, okay? The lovers are the one that actually want to be in a dedicated relationship with one person. The fighters are the one that fight relationships and they don't want that and they running. It's like they do the dip and run. So they dipping and they running, or they sliding and they running, okay? If you are a lover, wait until you see someone come through, or you magnetize someone that actually loves you. Because when you just be outside like that, if it's not you getting pregnant or you impregnating someone that you never really wanted to have a baby by, because you didn't even realize how they don't even have the qualities to be a good parent, you will have a lifetime of stress, sadness, heartache, pain, and then the child also suffers because they'll either have a bad relationship with that other parent that's outside, that wants to be outside on that frequency, or they'll not know them at all. And that affects a child. No matter how you look at it, that affects a child, and it makes it even worse when a child go to school and then they have the daddy child day, or father and son day, daughter and father day, mother and son day, mother and daughter day. Like, that affects the child. And then who's gonna have to deal with that? You, by yourself. If you end up being with someone who is not really ready for what you're ready for when you're a lover. So the key is to figure out who you're dealing with. Are you dealing with a lover, or are you dealing with a fighter, somebody who fights off love? They don't want no love. They want lust. They lustful. And they be having incubuses and succubuses connected to them. And until they decide to defeat those low vibing frequencies within their own vessel, they will continue to move that way for the rest of their days and and feel detached for the rest of their life. And they'll trick themselves into thinking that they're having a wonderful time, but they're really not. All right, so don't be that person. Love on yourself. And if you really want love, be love. And love will magnetize to you. Okay? All right. Everything you do it with love. Don't overthink it. Purchase my book. Even though that's not what it's called. But don't overthink it still. But it's actually called 5 Ideas to Prevent Overthinking. It's $8.88. And it gives you a view of what not to do to save you and to bring you through to the next phase of life where you live life and everything's all right. Okay? I'll see you in the next one.